Good morning, YouTube. It's been a minute. It has been a little while, and I'm filming now. I don't have too much time because I don't want to be late. If you do not follow my Instagram or you've been hiding under a rock somewhere and you do not know the situation is this, okay? Is the situation. I'm on crutches. Yep, so fun. This situation. And it sucks. Basically, it happened in America. It meant I couldn't go to California. But basically today, I thought I'd bring you guys along for the journey. It's currently 8:49. 2 weeks ago, I had my first ever operation on this ankle. Got a pin in it and some stuff to do with ligament damage. We're going to the doctors today. Fingers crossed it's really good news, and if it is good news, then my cast can come off and I'll go straight back into a boot. So, I mean, it's not a big day for you guys, but I've been looking forward to it. Okay, plot twist, we're heading back home because someone made a mistake at the hospital and I cannot have my cast off until I've seen an orthopaedic specialist. Which is great, and in the same sense it's not, because we were literally 10 minutes away. The hospital's in Liverpool, so we drove like nearly an hour to get there from Manchester. Mother's driving. I'm kind of gutted because the way my life is right now, I don't have a lot to look forward to. No, I was looking forward to having some good news, and it's just like a bit annoying. I've been going to the gym every day at British Cycling, and as you can see I am kitted out. Like, we'd planned the day at the gym and physio tomorrow to look at like my ankle movement and everything, providing everything was good, so that's gonna get pushed back a day. In the meantime, when I get in the house, my mum's just packing up. I'll catch us all up on what's been going on the past like 2 months, because my lifestyle has been a bit crazy. Right. This is what happened. I was in America for a month. 2 weeks at Woodward, 1 week in Canada for FEAS, and 1 week in Minneapolis for X Games. And that was originally going to be the end of my trip, but I extended it by 2 weeks so that I could go to the Vans US Open competition in California. And I'm a really positive person, like I am. I never look at the negatives. I really do believe that I got hit, excuse my language, a bit of a shitstorm of bad luck. First of all, my plane was delayed because of the terrible weather. Then the next day, it had been raining there, they've had severe floods. All of the indoor skate parks are actually like fully packed, but I was really bored. Not gonna lie, like I was really bored. I really wanted to ride. I'm still filming. Excuse me. We were riding in Cloud 9, I was riding with a bunch of people. I started to have a resi sesh. This was about 2 hours in. So the line I was practicing, I was trying to do a flare quarter resi, come back and then go straight into a bar spin air quarter resi. I did it a bunch of times, I did it like 4 times. I'd literally just learned the bar spin like half an hour before, so I was buzzed on that, ironically. I did this one flare. I think my foot might have come off because I panicked a bit in the air, but I was fine. It wasn't a flare that took me out. I remember in my head I was like, forget about that flare, just get this bar spin air now because you're doing really good at it. So I went at the quarter pipe and like I went to send it and I flinched. Charlotte, come on, like this next go, send it. I flinched again. I was like, Charlotte, like I said to myself, stop taking the piss. So I believed in myself. I went up that third time, I sent it. I caught my first hand, and then my second hand, I missed the bar, and then because of that, like I was leaning backwards, like I'd caught it, I'd gone like that. Say this foot was that foot, and it rolled like that. How can I show you guys this without dying? I went like that, and I like landed with all my weight there. There was nothing I could do, I just watched it happen in slow motion. I just felt something in my ankle deep down inside, just like fully popped. Adrenaline. I forgot about any kind of pain. I pushed my ankle flat on the ground to make sure it was in the right position and it wasn't snapped in half. It was probably 15 minutes between the incident and the medic room. And literally, I've got a picture, there's just like this lump. This was like in no time, there was instantly a little golf ball sticking out the side of my ankle. So, the next day comes, it's still really painful, it's swollen a whole lot more. We went to the clinic, I got the x-ray, the doctor said there's nothing majorly wrong. He said there's no fractures, there's no ligament damage. Wear this boot, it's just an extremely bad sprain. I was just like, what? So even then I was appalled, but I was happy that he said there was nothing wrong. Although British Cycling still said, you didn't get that MRI, we want you to come home and get it checked out. A day went by and they said, we've booked your flights to come home in like a day, so get your stuff packed. I'd literally packed all of my stuff, my bike, I'd taken it to pieces, not that that mattered, like I was gonna ride it. Everything was out of the room, I was literally about to leave. One of the staff members came up to where I was staying and said, Charlotte, your flight's been cancelled. All the flights out of State College today have been cancelled because of the severe weather. So yet another thing. Oh my god, and there was another thing of bad luck. The day after I'd got my ankle checked out, I saw on Instagram that my local skate park, beast ramps, are struggling loads. Ankle, beast ramps, flight delay, and it gets worse. So the next day, I get on the flight, I get home. You can imagine going from State College, Pennsylvania to England, getting home on crutches, 2 really, really heavy bags from travelling for a month. It was a nightmare, but I was glad to be home. My room was in pieces because it was decorated whilst I was away, so I was sleeping in the spare room for like 2 weeks when I got back. Well, I've just been upside down recently, but the real damage of my ankle was assessed in an MRI scan, and it turns out I did fracture the bottom of my tibia, and I'd also completely snapped one of the ligaments that goes between like my ankle, so that it would be really unstable if it had been left, thanks to that doctor in America who said I was fine and I should have walked on it. Oh, that was a lot of talking. So it's the end of the day, and ironically it ended up being the worst day to try and film a vlog ever, because I thought I was going to be doing something really interesting. It ended up just being really boring and I didn't get to go to the hospital and get some good news. But the only good thing out of today is this is my last injection every single night since my operation, which is a whole 2 weeks. I've been injecting this into my stomach to stop me from having a blood clot, which is gross. But that's one thing we can celebrate today, is it's my last injection. I'll see you in the morning and hopefully we'll get back to the hospital and get some good news. It's all about United though. Finishing the gym. I'm still bright pink, as you can see, and I look really, really bad because of my hair. And it was just me and Scott, which was like pretty rare that the gym is so empty. It was arm day, like my arm's shaking a little bit. I'm gonna be wobbling on these crutches. If anyone's wondering where the full pipe is at Harry Main Road, it is here. Right, let's try this again. Driving back up to Liverpool. Mum's done so much driving today because she had to drive my dad to the eye hospital as well. Legend. Fingers crossed everything goes sound tonight. I get my cast off and then I can do my movement exercises and I can see my ankle again. First time in 2 weeks. Yeah, I've made it into the hospital and I'm about to get my cast off. Right, well it's the next morning. We got all the news last night. I kind of thought that it would be a bit more interesting, but I think I'm just really impatient and I just want like miracle news to happen. My hair looks awful because I'm going back to the velodrome, go back to the gym. Physio will be fun. I'll do my exercises and we should be able to look at how much my ankle is moving. And judging by how it was last night, I'd say not a lot. Rachel's back.
Yay! Hello! Crazy girl's back.
Indeed.
Look at that, some tendons there now, mate.
See my bones, man. Yeah, I'm in a good mood today. You could say I'm buzzing. Ha! Yeah, I'm buzzing. I've had like good news. Hearing that's just kind of given me a new lease of hope. So, as you could see earlier, I was actually quite happy today because we went back to the doctors. It is 5 days on, it's 5 days later. The doctors took another look at my ankle. He said the swelling's great, movement's alright, but it's still really stiff, but it's expected, and that's what we're going to be working on in physio. So I was just in a really good mood to hear some positive vibes. He said it'd be like 3 weeks until the boot is off, but that doesn't mean riding. That means I might be able to like drive myself, which will be fantastic. I had just finished using the ice machine, and I remembered I had to take off my dressings. So I'm going to show you guys my scar, or at least how it is healing. Boom! Check out my cool Vans and tall water socks. So, onto the ankle. It still looks really gross. Not gonna lie. Still pretty bruised. That looks pretty gross on camera. And boom, there's my scar. There's a couple of smaller incisions like here, and here is also where the stitches were. But all in all, check out this. Boom, boom, boom. Got that movement, I guess. I can move it a bit, but it's still very, very stiff. Quick IKEA property check. I got a new rug, I got a new cabinet, which has meant my room's like so much cleaner and brighter. So shout out to IKEA. Not that they hooked me up or anything, just I bought stuff from IKEA and it looks pretty cool. Had a really good bank holiday. My parents were nice enough to take me out to Wales. This vlog is definitely something quite different, although I'm very, very limited, I'm sure you can appreciate, to location, excitement, and fun people in the vlog. It's literally just been me. If you liked this video of driving, feet and physio, you were in luck, but if you didn't, I'm sorry, there's not a lot I can do. So until our next encounter, I just want to say I hope you guys have a good day. I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to the hundreds of messages I've got over my Instagram. If you want to keep up to date with me a bit more and you're not already on there, then here's my Instagram. Yeah, and I've had so many nice comments and messages. I've not been able to reply to all of them, but I just want to make sure that you guys know I've read them and they're so appreciated and they make me feel better every day. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone's support and caring about me while I've been going through this. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye!